And welcome back, everybody, to, again, the first annual Unapologetically Black and Fast all-black speedrunning event showcasing black speedrunners and nothing but black joy. If you like events like this, make sure you let everybody know over at GDQ so that we can get more black speedrunners in here and make this event even bigger next year when we run this. And then just as a couple of quick reminders too, if you have any ideas for any shows you want to see on Hotfix or any one-off events in general, make sure you go to gamesdonequick.com/hotfix to submit some of your ideas. I could give you some more kind of re-breaks and other types of PSAs, but I feel like we're really into the Resident Evil section of it. And I think a lot of us here have pulled up for the Resident Evil. I could be wrong. I don't think I'm wrong, but I just want to make sure that Rose of Silence and Level Best, y'all ready for round 2? You want to do some more Resident Evil?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I got a few surprises for chat too. Not everything is as it seems.
Oh no, I'm scared. I don't like going into the run scared. Oh no.
Is it a surprise for me as well?
No, you've seen this a little bit. A few folks have seen some of this. Only reason I didn't change it, only reason was due to risk of things crashing. So I know it's stable. I'm gonna keep it as that for the events. But as a little teaser, if you catch me on my stream, you might see more.
Well, that sounds like we're going to be doing a lot of heavy-duty plugging at the end of this to make sure everybody can pull up to your streams and get some of that real good black content. Why don't you go ahead and intro us to what we're getting into, and then you can go ahead and count down.
All right, so for this run, just like last time, we're playing a remake. This is Resident Evil 2 Remake, released in 2019. We're going to be doing Leon's first standard difficulty on 120 FPS category. There's a few different categories. Well, that's one of the major categories. I want to say one of the most popular ones out there, alongside Claire as well. So I'm ready for this. We'll start it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
All right. While we're in the beginning of the game and nothing's really happening, he mentioned that he's running the 120 frames per second category. All that, I mean, it affects the enemy AI in some ways, but most importantly, it affects how much damage we'll be dealing with our combat knife, which we'll pretty much be using exclusively for boss fights. In 60 frames, use a combination of like flamethrowers and other things, but we're pretty much just gonna go all in with our knife in 120.
I gotta interject. What is this? What is this?
What's wrong with you? Ain't know this well. Get on my back, fam.
Of Resident Evil fame.
You know what? Go ahead, just keep going.
That's Leon. That's Kennedy right there. PT. You ain't never seen Leon before?
You know what? You're right. Maybe he just looked different than I last recall. I could
he
be.
Just did.
I just got spotty memory. That's my bad.
This him in rookie cop form. Don't worry about it.
Who's Wallace?
You're not going
all right, so we're skipping cutscenes. We'll be skipping all the cutscenes in this. And there's some mechanics that we were doing in the last run in HD remake that we're going to be doing in this. And they're going to look a lot different, obviously, because we're in full 3D.
Okay, so you guys saw the zip zoop stair skating in Resident Evil 1. This is how stair skating works in Resident Evil 2. As you're going or traversing the stairs, you press the aim button in like a rhythmic manner, and you go faster because the character he jumps a little bit, and it's faster than the default run animation. I believe it's a little bit different for Leon than it is for Claire. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, Claire does like a little bit of a dash when she comes out of her aim, and she might even move a little bit faster than Leon, at least while he's on fine, but Silence would know more about that than I.
Well, you're more familiar with Claire, but yes, Claire does have a dash, which actually is more beneficial for her. It makes her more faster because when she's in caution, she does that lean forward, so it helps in that regard. For Leon, it slows him down. He does do a little bit of a shuffle, but it slows him down more.
Coming up right after this, we're gonna be doing it's a kind of a pause cancel. We pause the game and we wait for this zombie to break down the door. Normally you'll just sit there and beat on the door for a few seconds and then break it down, but we'll save in-game time. I mean, it's the same amount of real time, but in-game time will be a little bit better because when we press start, our time on the clock isn't progressing, and yet he's still like beating on the door, quote unquote. So that's why we paused there. Introduced to Marvin. Hi, Marvin. Resident Evil needs more black characters. We got a knife. We got our knife. And this is one of our pride and joys of the run. Once again, 120 frames per second means our knives are going to do some really great damage. Also, a little bit of inventory management there. As you saw, we got rid of the key that we used in the gas station and then moved our handgun and our knife over to the right side because we only want our most important items on the left, which are going to be our key items. Quick transition here from one corner to the next, avoiding that hanging body because if we hit it, it'll slow us down a little bit. Wasn't the cleanest turn, but we didn't knock him down, so it was faster than bumping them.
You want to talk about the turns for a second, Level?
Oh, yes, we can. So, you can actually do this quick dash. There's two different ways to do it. We're gonna be transitioning between the dashes and the stairs, or at least I thought we were. Silence.
Well, I slowed down there just because of the dude. I wanted to make sure I shot him, man.
It's all good. So we did stair skating into a it's kind of like a quick turn. To do it, as you're running, you tap which direction you want to turn and then quickly tap forward again. And then as you can see, he just cuts super hard and it makes for a really clean turn. You can do it just by doing those say you're on keyboard, you'd hold W, tap A, and then hold W again. But there's also a method that you can do with aiming. And I believe the aiming method is faster, if I'm not mistaken. It could be exactly the same. You'll see a lot of the top tier runners using the aim method. I'm gonna assume it's faster.
Yeah, I mean you gotta practice it too. It's really hard.
Yeah, it takes a little bit more, but either way, they both save time.
So what I did there in that library when I dropped down, basically it was to kind of like in the cutscene transition that Leon was doing when he was talking.
Yeah, there's a dialogue between Marvin and Leon.
And then right there, I pointed at the wall because when this helicopter crashes into the building, it knocks Leon back a little bit. So we don't want that because it'll knock him down the hallway, thus losing time. So we turn towards the wall to kind of keep us from going further back in the hallway.
Marvin. Damn it.
I'm struggling right now because this man is hitting his dome on every doorway and I can't deal with it. I literally, when you crawled through the window and his head scraped against the broken glass, I was like, I think I'm actually gonna lose it here. Oh my God. Okay, I'm going back off commentary. I'm gonna be quiet.
Oh, come on, join us.
What am I supposed to say? Like, at some point, does he loot crumpets? Does he find the dog? Is he gonna find the dog? Is the dog gonna be? If the dog has the G virus, I'm gonna be super bitter. No, T virus. Wrong game. T virus. T.
No, this is the right game.
No, it's G. It was G. I was gonna say, I was like, no, wait, which one's T?
Well, there's both are present.
Okay,
I think you're gonna like the dogs in this one.
No, I don't like it. I'm already tired. I'm drinking my tea.
You might like them.
I'm drinking my tea. So again, pay attention to the inventory. We have less important items on the right side, and we have key items on our left.
Messed
we
up
have
that turn.
the bolt cutters, the spade key, one of our medallions, and a valve. The bolt cutters are going to be leaving our inventory pretty soon, I believe. I think right here,
Yes.
actually. This is the last time we need them. And if you notice, when you go into your inventory, there is a red check mark on the items, and that signals that they're done for. We don't need them anymore. In earlier entries in the series, it would prompt you, do you like this item is no longer useful, whatever, would you like to discard it?
Oh, he got me.
Yeah, you got but it's all good. It asks you if you want to discard it. For whatever reason, they don't have that
No.
same courtesy. Also, oh, that is, oh no, I don't like that.
No, not at all.
I guess because you got grabbed.
Where's Susan? Susan is not up here.
Yeah,
Susan?
what? Excuse me?
Okay, we doing
Interesting.
this.
Susan and brother man upstairs. I don't know. So this is
I
our
got
first
names for
liquor.
zombies. Mostly the ladies.
I'm so upset.
Nothing outrageous. Susan, Juliet,
Wait, no,
Harriet.
what the hell was that?
It's Odie.
That was a liquor. That was a liquor.
You going to go back and look at it? Oh no. I hate everything. I hate it. I hate it so much.
What do you mean it's Odie?
Silas, why are you like this?
There's nothing wrong
Why?
with that.
Why?
What do you mean?
But what you? Why?
Everything's
Odie, though?
fine.
Odie is the
Everything's
G. What do you
fine.
mean?
Everything's fine.
Well, he's not G today. He's T.
I'm muting again.
Liquors are
All right,
a
this
T-
is Juliet.
hate
T
it.
virus mutant.
I might get grabbed here. All right, we're good.
You know, this really just sets the tone for the rest of the run, in all honesty, because if this is only two things we've seen, why do I have looming feelings that bosses are going to be messed with too in some way?
Nah. Oh, so I will put this in. Bosses are not messed with only because of hitbox reasons. There are things I
that's
need
fair.
to see, and we're not
So,
trying to.
It's actually funny you
prolong
said
this.
that, because I was wondering if Wallace's hitboxes, or I'm sorry, if Leon's hitboxes are different now.
No.
Oh, bet. Okay. well then, yeah.
Visually, yes, but for the obviously for the enemies, no. Same hitbox.
Oh, that's
It does
okay.
become a little bit harder with some of the mods with the other enemies, though. Thankfully, for like dogs, liquors, is not too much of a problem. There was one for zombies that I really wanted to do, that I enjoyed very much. I keep getting you to do that. Why? I don't like that.
Be good.
But yeah, like there's one for the zombies that I would like to do, wanted to do to show off, which was Care Bears. But
Oh,
No.
you're dangerous, bro. You're
What do you-
dangerous.
Now, see,
No,
I'm
that's
into the
normal.
zombie Care Bears, though. 'cause that's
Nice. Sorry.
No, you're fine, because you're actually watching the game, and now I'm just like, ooh, zombie Care Bears! Like, this is where I become unkempt. Like, I totally would run
Okay.
with that.
I'm gonna go get a safety heal here. Let's talk about difficulty
You don't
adjustment.
have space for a safety heal.
I don't.
Oh, you
Yeah,
do.
are correct.
You
I know I
do. Because you got the
tripping.
inventory. You picked up the pouch. I'm over here looking at the
I'm listening to my commentator.
SRT, and
Yeah, it doesn't
like
show
there's
the
8
boxes.
items there, and I'm like, huh, I ain't gonna work.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't show the boxes, which I wish it kind of did.
Yeah. But you just grabbed that pouch, which is why I forgot about it.
True. Yeah, I said Care Bears. I know a lot of y'all are freaking out that I said Care Bears. Yes, I said Care Bears.
See, I'm excited about the Care Bears. I'm all
Look
for
how
that.
big his hand is for that doorknob.
It just came up my side. It's like, you don't even need a doorknob. He's like rubbing it really fast in a circle, and that
Listen,
counts
he's-
as opening it.
He's holding.
Is this how Shaq
He's
feels, bro?
holding the gun. He's just holding the gun. His finger can't even fit.
I'm
in the
about to say,
trigger.
it's not even bent. It's just like, it's like when
Oh,
you
man,
see
that's the
like
wall.
little kids trying to hold stuff and they don't understand that they need to grip their hands, and they have like sauce on it or something, so they're like holding it all in bunches, and it's like falling out from the bottom and like flopping over the side. Except it's a gun, so it ain't floppy. If his gun is floppy, there's a whole different problem on deck. I'm just saying.
All right,
But
so
yeah,
we're coming up
on
on
our first boss fight. Yeah, and we're gonna pull out the combat knife and chop away. You can see on his body like all the cuts being made. Ignore the blood, but like the actual like the slits or whatever that are being created, the slashes taking place. That's how we know like how much we're hitting them. We want to basically try to cover as much range on his body as possible, because in this game and some of the other Resident Evil games, but in this game, as long as the knife is making contact with the enemy, it's applying damage. Like in Resident Evil Remaster, we were just playing, and we'll probably see the knife being used in the next run, the randomizer race between Jarok the God and I See Dead Kittens. There's only like one hit check basically for the knife in those games. So you aim, you swing, and it's like, okay, you hit him. That's 1, 2, 3, and so on. This game is more like 120, 240, 360. Like it's slashes upon slashes in one single swipe. And that's why we boost our frame rate or play with the higher frame rate if we want to use the knife strategies, because for every it might not be each individual tick, I'm actually not certain about that, but the more ticks that are happening per frame, or yeah, in each second, the more damage is being dealt.
All right, so we're gonna grab the crank here, and we're gonna proceed to do the garage basement area / prison. We'll be coming back here later after we grab a few extra items to unlock a puzzle. This is also where dogs are going to be introduced.
My body is ready.
Make sure not to accidentally run back that way after you get the conductor or whatever.
I will try not to now. You put it in my head. Thank you. But no, that when I was first running this, that was a thing. Hey, look, puppies.
Bro, I saw you did that like last week. What do you mean?
Did I? Not here.
When I was watching you practice, yeah. You went
when I was practicing, maybe.
I was say, but that's practice. That is fine there.
That ain't in the runs, man. We just out here making sure you on point with the practice. You feel me? Making sure you calling it out. Sometimes you gotta keep your commentators on their toes, you know?
Yeah, you're right. You just want to show me what that animation looked like. I got you.
Right. All right, just before I get to this puzzle, I do aiming because there's like Leon has like a slow walk towards it, right in front of it.
They're llamas. Slow. They're supposed to be dead.
Oh no, it hit me. I didn't cross fast enough. That's fine. Puppy. What do you mean?
That was a pinata.
No.
That
was not a pinata. Doge.
Pinyama.
Doge. It's Doge.
Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna be the new girl on the call. Everything. Yes. Sure. Yep.
You gonna be mad at me later. Don't worry.
No, it's fine. And bold of you to imply that that's not the case now.
I think a lot of chat gonna be a little upset when something happens later.
Oh my God. Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. Okay.
Ooh.
In chat, I want y'all to understand too, this is especially rude because I've been posting up and hanging out in Silence's streams, and I don't think these mods were on here when he was practicing at all.
No, not a chance.
So I'm just sitting here like, this man just been keeping these in his back pocket, posted up like, you know what, I'm gonna wait until we live to just go ahead and load all these up right quick. I've just been deceived.
I'm gonna do this a little slow. All right, so this is a optimal strat. It's scary too sometimes. Well, I got lucky with the RNG with that headshot. Safety strat there would have been to throw a flash grenade, but I decided to hug the corner which is do the optimal strat, which is to hug the corner, shoot the first zombie on your way there. It stuns him enough. The second zombie is gonna do a wide turn, and then you go put the fuse in the fuse box, pick up the knife off the wall, go to the corner and hug it, turn around, and then sometimes you'll get good RNG. The zombies won't bother you, and sometimes they'll either turbo towards you or slowly come after me like they did. I got really good RNG with the headshot there, and that's related to the difficulty adjustment that the game has, which we still haven't explained.
Oh yeah, you're right. So there's a ton of stuff going on the left side of the screen. This is our speedrun tool created by some of the lovely members in the Resident Evil community. Shout out to the modding community in general for the Resident Evil series. The all these timers, auto splitters, speedrun tools, character model swaps, randomizers wouldn't be possible without those lovely individuals. So yeah, definitely shout outs to them. But the speedrun tool here, it is letting us know, and we spoke about it a little bit, what items we have in our inventory. Normally you would have to press start to view your inventory, but just a quick visual, we know where everything is. So if we need to, I mean, for the sake of the run and muscle memory, you're probably gonna have things in a certain position anyway, but just in case you make a mistake, you know, no one's perfect, you know where everything is and you can see it, and people watching can also see.
No.
Oh no. Yeah, that was whack. That was whack.
That's fine. That's fine. We had a knife we needed to get rid of.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm still slightly delayed behind you, and I just saw it, and I'm here to say that I disagree. That was garbage. Continue.
Yeah, Misty and her boyfriend didn't want to cooperate there.
But why aren't they modded as Misty and her boyfriend? I'm confused.
You know, if I could do it to specific zombies, I would love that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's very valid.
Affect all zombies. Hint, wink, wink. If anybody from the modding community is out here, bruh, he didn't do it again.
What kind of dodge are you trying to do?
Like, it's not working this time around. You know what? I'm gonna just bring him outside. I don't know why it hasn't been working.
I see only try to do a dodge.
No, like, you know what's funny? Only during the events. Only during the events has that happened. So it's okay.
How is it supposed to go? Because I've never seen.
You aim at his face. You just aim. So the way that dodge works is when you're aiming at him, it's almost just like the stair skating. The stair skating has this camera zoom thing that happens, right? It moves you forward. So when you're aiming at him, it moves him forward to you and allows you to zip past him. So it's not necessarily me trying to move past him. It's me making his body shift. But he has to swing in order for it to happen.
I noticed you run backwards. Is that because it failed? Or
yeah.
Okay.
That's fine, big guy. So if I did that right, and I did do 2 shots, but if I did that right, that liquor there should despawn. If not, we're still okay. Got the zombie here. We got him here, so let's see. And we got a liquor. That is fine. Just don't walk towards me. Screw the liquor.
Whoa.
Camera.
And see, I was about to make a comment about how I was like, you know what, Mr. X doing the Lord's work, because he punched the sleeves off that liquor, but then you stumbled over, and I was like, well, never mind, he got you both. He being efficient. I don't like that. Didn't like that one bit.
Backup Strats.
Putting in overtime.
Right.
But
out here boxing people
okay,
unnecessarily.
So if you guys notice, he just did a gunshot right outside that room. That's a form of manipulation for the zombies inside. They're going to be drawn to that noise, and it's going to take priority, my gosh, priority over the fact that he just ran right past them. And yeah, that was actually pretty clean. He got that dodged there. No grabs while moving the shelves. Pretty dope. So difficulty adjustment. Probably a good time to explain it while literally nothing's happening. So all these bars on the left, those red bars, those are all the enemies that are like in the immediate area and all their health values. Just above that, we have something that says DA score and DA rank. DA, abbreviated form of difficulty adjustment, is a mechanic that was introduced in Resident Evil 4, which actually makes the game more difficult depending, or easier or difficult depending on your performance. If you're doing well, it'll make the game harder. If you're doing bad, it'll make the game easier. I'm not too sure exactly what controls it in this game. I know picking up items raises it to make the game harder, but not actually using those items. So say you pick up an herb, healing it won't affect your score, but just the fact that you picked it up will, which is unfortunate for those of us who were hoarders when we play Resident Evil games, and I'm one of those people. Nice, that was a clean headshot.
Yeah, and I was torn whether or not to pick up that herb, but we're fine because this guy moved.
Yeah, difficulty adjustment is important, especially in the standard run, because if we make the game too hard, it'll affect our bosses. They'll be harder to kill. They might be more aggressive, and it not only affects the bosses but the regular enemies as well. If you play the game in hardcore mode, which is what I'm most familiar with, you don't have to worry about the difficulty adjustment because, if I'm not mistaken, it's always capped at either the max difficulty or the one before it. But yeah, he said 9, so it's capped at the max difficulty, so you don't have to worry about it fluctuating, and everything will always, function in a similar manner. So regarding safety strats, and there's a very particular route that you should follow, and you only have so much leeway for backup strategies, because if you do too much, it'll increase that DA rank, and I believe we wanted to keep it at 5 or 6 if I'm not mistaken. As long as it doesn't hit 7, we're in the clear.
Yeah, anything below 7, we want to keep it ideally around 6. That's typically the sweet spot, 6,300 around there. But anything below 7 is really we don't want to go anywhere near 7. Once we hit 7, that's when any strats that we had before go out the window.
Yeah, and if you're unaware,
because if you notice, we're not picking up any items and stuff like that too. It's knives. There's some grenades.
What was I saying? If you aren't aware of the presence of difficulty adjustment, it can be pretty rough, because you can be early on in the game like, oh yeah, I'm doing so good, bop, bop. They only take 5 shots, and then later on you're like, I swear this was a little easier. You might start getting in your own head, thinking you're bad at games. Next thing you know, you're playing Hello Kitty Island Adventures because you think you can't handle Resident Evil, and or maybe
a lot of people. Maybe.
I would say the game of choice would be actually what was that Barbie game we did on GDQ a while back that was on a Game Boy that apparently is a good intro speedrunning game. I can't think of the name of it. I just know that we had to rollerblade and we had to do fashion shows. And I've never been more stressed out as a Barbie.
Whoa.
Oh, hold on. What's going on here? Oh, this is not great.
That can happen in this room.
Good thing Leon got that extra resilience.
Yo, he just backhanded her, bro. He was like, I got places to be.
Right. I was going to say, it was it was bad enough with
guy
the
on the floor.
Yo, he caught you in 4K, dog. Ooh.
No, we got to kick that. I was going to say, you got to hit with that. You got to move forward 3 games and hit them with that smooth curb stomp when they grab your leg like that.
So I'm learning my lesson. Do not do YOLO prison skip when you're on an event.
Oh my god!
But
bro, you got 3 flash grenades. Why are you holding on to them, bro?
He might need those for the end of the game.
Yeah, for later.
No, he don't.
He might.
No, I do.
You don't know that. He might.
No, I know. You know,
It's like, no, actually, I do know more than anybody up in here.
But yeah, like typically what's supposed to happen there is that first zombie you saw me actually shoot and I got him. Unfortunately, the second zombie behind him got me before I could throw the flashbang out of my hand. Now there's two ways you could throw a flashbang. You could roll it on the floor or you could throw it in the air. You don't necessarily want to roll it on the floor there only because it's a little bit slower than throwing it in the air. Because I actually do want that zombie to grab me. But like I said, unfortunately, he grabbed me before I could get it out of my hands, which I was fine with if he would have let me put it in his mouth. Sound weird, but
it was only weird when you brought it up that way. Now everyone's going to be memeing the GDQ channel and it's going to be your fault. This is your fault now.
Yeah.
Yourself.
Yeah. I put things in zombies' mouths. Okay. All right.
All right. As long as we clear.
So yeah, if I would have been able to put it in his mouth solo, then that would have been fine. But since what can happen is when there's a group of zombies or more than one, they'll both grab you. And if two zombies grab you, there is no safety animation that'll save you. So.
They have a virus. It turns people into indestructible monsters.
yo, was that George Lopez on the billboard?
The horrible things I've seen.
Was it? There's a billboard?
Definitely not.
No, I wasn't looking at the billboard, and now I'm just like, can you go back and check? No, I'm speed running. Oh, that's true.
Based on what you've said, the sewer seems fitting.
So now I'm curious. I'm about to go Google it.
Don't go nowhere yet.
Gee,
It's about to get good.
can't imagine a real
So-
scientist being down here.
Oh, okay. Let me stay put.
You're also probably wondering, like, well, you're also probably thinking, like, hey, he's only got one bullet here,
Sewers are run
which
by
is
the sea.
perfect.
How could they
Just
have
what
a
I need.
facility without the
I'm not going to
authorities?
grab any more bullets until a certain point. That's not the way. Actually, no, I'm going to grab some down here. But I don't think there's some in between where I'm thinking of. What is that? That was red. It was big. Did y'all see that?
Big red gum.
I saw something big and red though. I don't know what that is. Anyway, so what?
If this is a lead in
I
to
don't know what
Clifford
you're
the Big
talking
Red
about.
Dog, I'm gonna fight
But
you.
like as we were talking about before with the difficulty
Get your
assistance, I'm gonna try not to
Vaseline.
pick up too many different things. So, ammo is one of them.
You're stuck with me.
I hate that
What?
I was. Oh my
What are you talking
god.
about? Oh no.
Nothing at all. Nothing. I'm just struggling. That's all.
He just want a hug. Leon, watch him out.
You know, I've seen this before, but I've never looked at the misery, the absolute panic and fear in Wallace's face as he's pursued by this giant dog. This
Okay,
man
I
is
just want to make it clear. I have a
terrifying.
slight. You have to understand too. I have a slight delay on my side, so I made my Clifford comment based solely on the fact that you said Big Red, and I was like, this better not be no Clifford joke. And then I seen the cheeks, and I was like, oh my god, I just predicted it's gonna be Clifford. I hate my life. I hate everything going on. And it's the fact that it's so shiny. And it looked like a big old balloon
It's horrible.
animal.
It's horrible.
That's the part that's scary. That looked like a kid toy. Like, I'd rather have the what is it, alligator, crocodile, whatever you want to call it.
The modding community is such a great community.
my
I love
Clifford.
it, especially for this game.
Warn you.
Especially for this
Virus
game.
turned people into monsters. Not
I mean,
real
it's refreshing when you consider how many times you just see Thomas the Tank Engine. I will take Clifford the Big Red
Yes.
Dog over Thomas
Yes.
the Tank
I
Engine.
love Thomas. Don't get me wrong. I usually give that to Mr. X,
Right.
but I need Thomas
Oh,
to tank
see,
it.
that's terrifying. I hate all of that.
Yo, speaking of Thomas, have you guys seen that game being made with like the train with spider legs?
Let me get this straight.
Yes, I know
Yeah.
exactly what game you're
Facing
talking
you,
about.
What's up
you're
with
like
that?
first person.
I don't know.
bro.
Isn't
Think
it
about
supposed
It
to
was
be?
a creepy
or
version of
something?
Thomas. Yeah, it's a creepy version of Thomas the Tank Engine. That thing crazy. Camera froze. Yeah, we know. Tweak. I'm just shocked, man. I am just I'm just shocked. I'm just shocked.
I mean, but you have to realize
all
too,
the
this is
time.
pro status because he's shocked but still playing with one hand. You can't get more lead than that.
True.
Realness. It's realness.
We
Think
realize it.
about it. He's speed running with one hand. Yeah, that's pro status.
How you know he's not using his feet?
He could be
Oh,
using his feet. That's very true.
That's a different person. He coming up next.
Now see, you wasn't supposed to tell it. You wasn't supposed to tell everybody that. Now the surprise is ruined. It's fine.
Damn.
Most people probably know that. And if you don't know that, well, it is
They
gonna.
don't already know by now. They better know. Y'all gonna see something crazy next.
I mean, that's
Coming
why
up next.
y'all gonna learn what we mean when we say keep it 10 toes down, and that's all I'm gonna leave it at. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
There you go. Yeah, that's right. Just walk off the Ada. So now we're in the Ada section. This is pretty simple. Ada's got a secret tool that lets her change the electrical current on things and blow up electrical devices. I'm using that a lot. Now, Ada's stair skate is a lot different than Leon's and Claire's. It's actually a lot faster. Super weird on how it looks and how it works. When she's using her secret tool, it doesn't work the same as if you're using a regular weapon. So you want to keep that in mind. It's a lot shorter. She dashes forward.
Is it called secret tool?
Secret weapon? That's what she calls it. Okay, we'll go here. Oh, he told us to stay on the floor. Okay. Thank you for cooperating, sir. So we want to try to get through this area as quickly as possible. That should be the only shot that we ever shoot.
Whoa.
If you take too long,
as possible in a speed run? No way.
Oh, wait.
Very strange. Very weird idea.
I'm baffled by I'm baffled by that idea, but you know.
I was like, I can't even believe you would expect this. Speed runs in 2022 in this economy? Girl, goodbye. I'm glad I at least got like a chuckle out of it. I was gonna say, you're not gonna sit there straight face through that.
I'm here. I'm just here.
The way that you said that, I was in the middle of drinking my tea, and it almost went straight down the shirt. It would have been the next cam, and they'd been like, Vanessa, what's that brown stain on your shirt? I don't want to talk about it. It almost happened, but we're good. I caught it in time. But please don't try to kill the host.
No.
Please.
All right, Ada flexing on him a little bit with this lever. You also gonna run into some poles. It's okay. Or stairs. I don't know why I'm stair skating inside this time. All right. But now we're trapped and we got to get out of here. There is an optimal way to do this. I know how to do it. I just haven't. I'm not good at it. But it essentially requires you to stand at a certain angle so that you can move between these boxes really quickly.
And you won't die alone.
There we go.
I'll be right back.
Wait, does that mean I'm in charge of commentary? Time out. Hang on, I just know I only know Resident Evil 2 because I used to help people run it. I never ran it because I was too much of a punk. Time. Wait a minute.
Oh.
Hold. I just know that Ada is bae, but no one really knows what's going on with her. They like her, but they don't even know why they like her. She's just there.
She's just there.
She's just there.
And what's sad, it was the shortest time with her, yo, because we about to say bye-bye to Ada.
It's true. It's very true.
Been a good run though. Ada only shot one bullet. She was holding it down.
I'm
flexing
upset
on with the heels and the stockings.
I'm upset at the things I'm reading in chat too, because Cinderflame, why you had to go in that hard on that joke though? I'll read it to you.
Now we're back to Wallace.
Ada, where are you?
Wallace. Not this.
I think there's a Marv mod. I gotta double check. But it's like he's the only black. Yeah, Marvin, the officer that we saw in the beginning of the game.
Oh,
There's
you
a
mean
mod for him?
the designated black officer? I remember that from back when the game first released, because I was just like, wow, they did this man dirty, and then he comes back later as a zombie. I was like, wow.
Yeah, he don't get no shine
At all. And then when he does get shine, they paled him out. He looked like an old leather bag that's been dunked in water. It was tragic.
We get some shine in Resident Evil Outbreak.
What you say? The level?
I said leather bag.
Oh no, not that. I think Wallace and Ada works. Why you say that don't work? I think that's fine.
So now we're in the sewers.
I love that he has like permanent bless hands, prayer hands. on that gun, bro.
There's a lot of really cool mods. I like to show them all off without breaking the game, at least. Crazy enough, the Care Bear one is actually really funny. It's just the hitboxes are like they're you guys got to see it.
Is it gonna be
That
one
is
of those
really
cases
interesting.
where? Is it one of those cases where it looks funny and it's a good time until you have to go kill the zombie and it's like, oh right, there's a hitbox hitting and all that fluff? Is it one of those?
Yeah, it's one of those.
I had a feeling that was gonna be the case. It's like, man, that makes me sad because now it's like all this extra outside of it.
Super
I
fun
still-
though, cooking a Care Bear.
I would say I still would like to see it.
They asked, how can he pull the trigger? He palm pilots it.
Who said that? I'm banning them right now. Who said this? I'm gonna hit the ban button on you. I'm getting everybody ban this man.
I wish I could use my memes on screen so I could have Angelica screaming right now, because Lord.
I wish that I could have camera on right now because chat would have been like, I think she's actually gonna die during this run. And it's like, yeah, I might. It's very possible.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest.
Let me grab this herb for safety reasons.
Zeldaroth in chat mentioned how can he pull the trigger. I gave the answer.
I'm gonna ban you
Go ahead, ban me.
from everything. You're not allowed on GDQ. You no more.
Okay.
He's like, ban me. I dare you.
All right, so the sewers is real
You can try.
scary. One of the
You did not
roughest
say it was
parts
a
of this run.
pilot. I hate every second of it.
Even just starting out
And
from
now
that space
the
that I
clones
just
are
went
attacking
into.
me in chat. Now they're talking about the Care Bear flare.
So we manipulated the zombies to coming into the water, but on my way down the
I'm so
stairs, I
tired of
stunned those
y'all.
two zombies to keep them from biting me.
I'm so tired
thankfully.
of y'all.
And then
oh my god.
on my way towards the water, I manipulate them to come down into the water, so that way on our way back, they're not on the top platform. 'Cause we don't want them in our way. We want to use it. We don't want to have to pick up any bullets and everything to kind of like take care of them. Let me grab this pack here. This is also like where we have to really, really pay attention to our item management. And I know I picked up herbs for safety reasons, and I have to take that into consideration, like when I'm doing this, because ooh, don't grab me. Okay, we're good. So I have to take that in consideration with the difficulty adjustment, because it's like there are so many things, just like in the first run or the HD remake run, where items are along the route that you can use, but because in this one you have to take into consideration the difficulty adjustment, that you fight that urge of like, do I do this for safety or do I do this for a good time? So it's really hard to kind of make that choice
I don't like that.
sometimes. You said, well, I don't like making that choice.
No, I don't like
I don't
that
think none of us
statement.
Oh, what? Make that choice of having a good time?
I'm not gonna specify. So,
Yeah, okay.
we're coming up to a very it can be a potentially difficult area in the game. This is the sewers, and these are the G mutants. We've seen them a little bit before, and Sans just got done talking about them, but this one is a very particularly nasty group of them. There are gonna be 2 to 3 that we have to get by on our way to this next area, and then about the same amount on the way back. This one. Yeah, this one. Okay, we saved that one. Fortunately, that's a strategy you can do. Bait them to swing and then just run by.
I finally got it. I finally got it. I finally got it. Yay! I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good. What you would want to do is a technique you actually used before. If they're underwater, you can shoot the water above them or like shoot them through the water, and they'll pop up, and you can squeeze by them while they're like stuck in that animation. but unfortunately he was too close, and when he flailed, he actually like stumbled. I don't think he took any damage from it, fortunately, but it did like interrupt him a little bit. And then he saved it by not trying to press on and waiting for that swing attack. So good job there. This segment is a little complicated. We're just putting in whatever. We're putting in plugs. It's almost like a little maze. It's a little bit even more complicated with Claire because she has to actually go and get the spark shot. So you actually have to deal with the zombie that falls from the railing. But because we don't have to get the spark shot because we're awesome, we can. And actually, I think it's a flamethrower for Leon, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
We don't got to deal with that guy, and we don't need the flamethrower because we're in 120 frames.
Oh,
that means we have
crazy.
super knife. You going the wrong way, my guy.
Yeah, don't.
Oh my gosh, just straight up live birth into the sewer water. Oh,
That's fine.
What is happening?
I need him to come here.
What happening there, bro? He had
I needed him to come here, so I jumped down early. Okay. A little bit of manipulation there. All right, so we got bad RNG here.
That was rude. I seen it.
That's fine.
I hate the way he's walking through this water. Like it bothers
sound
me.
like you gonna get chomped on it.
I was just about to say, it's like, I don't know if I would punch something that got a mouth inside its mouth. Like that just doesn't seem like smart thinking there. That's not the play you want, or that you think it is.
All right, so for that, I'll kind of explain
Right,
what I got excited about there.
Are you sure?
I got that first dodge.
I mean, you can. It's just
backup
I
dodge,
don't.
rather. After messing
I
up
don't
the
think that's gonna go
initial
the way you want it to.
waking
But
up that G
that's
mutant.
life, fam. Do what you gotta.
And the second guy, there's a shot that you can make to stun him and keep him from coming out completely, and you can just walk around him. You can pretty much dance around him. I finally got that shot. I've never gotten that shot off ever. So like I just got really excited in the moment. And then the last one that comes out of the pipe on the right, he just drops down. You don't have to worry about him. But on the way back, since the G mutant was up and out of the water, had to manipulate him to come back so he would go back down into the water and I can walk past him during the animation. And the second guy, backup strat, was because he popped up before I could pass his body completely. We used the no, that's not right.
I'm just as you're explaining, grenade. I'm like, put your plugs in, bro.
We use the grenade to cause him to go into sort of a stun lock. The grenade is the best option safety-wise for those enemies. The knife and the flash do not work as well. So you want to make sure that you use a grenade on them. Now, when doing so, though, it's really, really, really hard to manipulate them to turn around. I know, I'm slowing down on purpose. It's really hard to manipulate them to turn around and change the camera angle. So like if you noticed, he grabbed me while I was facing the opposite direction, but then the camera during the animation shifted and changed and flipped around so that my back was towards the ramp that I needed to go up, which is what we wanted. So in reality, that's sort of like a manipulation that you do to get him to get out your way. Which is good and bad.
Still have that. I don't know if anybody still has that visual in their head. That was a while back.
I'm gonna do the dangerous thing and say, what visual?
Nope, that wasn't it. I always do that. 1, 2, and 4 is the puzzle solution for that. All right, so here, I'm gonna try to do this. All right, throw this on the cans. We do that for damage manipulation for this next boss fight that's happening.
Yeah, so in this segment of the boss fight, Birkin does this thing where he just constantly stabs his claw through the ceiling and tries to, you know, tries to kill you, slowly work you down. And eventually he gets tired of using his claw through the ceiling. I guess he runs out of holes or something, and he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna pull the door off, you know, take the hinges off, put them in your hands, whatever, DJ Khaled style, and you can skip that entire segment of the boss fight by dealing damage to him, and we do that.
That's not what I meant to do.
Yeah, we throw a hand grenade, and the explosion damage will hit him through the wall and deal just enough damage to get him to transition into the next part of the fight. We're putting our trusty knife to work once again here. If I'm not mistaken, what went wrong was because the grenades and the knife are both sub-weapons, he had forgotten to switch to the knife and threw a second grenade, and we might need that flash later on. So to preserve it, he just tanked a couple hits to keep him down, and he's fine though because we had a full heal. We also have a little shield just in case he took any more damage. But we're good. We're good. We still have one extra flash grenade for later. I'm not sure exactly what that one's going to be used for. I'm assuming that's going to be for G3, but I don't know.
Now we got flashes on the field for G3. This flash is going to be used for, along with another one we're going to pick up later, for the liquor room, as in case we actually accidentally triggered them.
Got it.
But yes, I will be doing the safety strat. I know what you're thinking. We not YOLO in that room. I ain't going.
I encourage the safety strat. We marathon. The goal is to survive.
Pretty much.
The goal is to survive. You can break records.
Oh no, Ada got in there before me. No, Ada skip his strat. Done. I failed. Quit the game. I failed Ada skip. No.
All right. I thought YOLOing the liquors was bad, but this is unacceptable. Do you even speedrun this game?
Wow. Quit. Like, I'm not even like, I'm not saving time. I'm not, man, what's going on?
You let Ada get in there, bro.
I don't know the last time I let that happen.
I don't even have words for that. I'm just gonna sit here and eat my food.
You know what it was?
Me? Or silence? What'd I do?
Verse? Something?
I was gonna say, I was like, I ain't do nothing.
We out here, y'all. UBAF. I'm just
I was gonna say, it's like, I don't know anything. I am just here to say stuff, and that's it. Don't ask me for any knowledge. I am a meat popsicle. I'm posted.
Oh my gosh. All right, Corbin Dallas.
Listen, that's one of my favorite movies. I gotta pull it out when I can.
Mm-hmm.
I have like a Fifth Element tattoo. Like, that's real talk.
That was on this weekend too.
Negative. I am a meat popsicle.
Yeah, I'm a meat popsicle. I don't know anything at all. I am not knowledgeable. I have never speed ran a day of my life. I don't even play video games. I don't know why I'm here.
That's lies. This woman out here, yo, she about to do a whole, like, she's trying to speed run Bloodborne, about to do a whole no-hit run. Get out of my way, homie. All right, I was joking. All right, no, you good. Yeah, stay back there.
The way I felt that whole conversation, because like, hey, you in the way. You know what? I was playing. But for real, move.
For real, get out of here. Get out of here.
But for real, move.
I got this.
Yo, what?
So, interestingly enough, even though I do use the handgun in this to stun zombies, essentially this entire run is basically like a knife only run for pretty much all the bosses. right? Like that's pretty much all you use. You use the handgun to stun enemies, not kill them. Can't really control outside of the DA whether or not a zombie's head will explode, which sucks, but the sad truth. But yeah, this is the one and only Resident Evil that I play with a knife ever.
Yeah, because the knife is super
Dumb OP. All right. So this is a labs. It's gonna be very interesting. We're gonna try to do this and not panic. So we come across these enemies for the first time, which are the are you Lucky? Explain. Go ahead, rock up. Who you fam?
Oh, these are I was gonna say something completely unrelated, but yeah, those are IVs. If you guys played the original Resident Evil 2, you might remember them looking quite different. They're big plants with long tentacles, and they spit poison, super hot fire. But these guys get a rework. They're more humanoid, and they can insta-kill you. If I'm not mistaken, they're like the only enemy in this game that can just that only has insta-kill attacks, like no ifs, ands, or buts. If you don't have a self-defense item and one of these guys grabs you, you're done. The only thing that can counter that actually is if they're on fire when they grab you. If they have enough time to burn, it will actually like subdue them mid-grab, which is something that's small but true. But the IVs, they have these orange pustules on them that you shoot to stun them briefly, and you can hit those with just about anything. We'll probably never completely down one of them, probably not, or at least not in one sitting, and they keep coming back. I think the only way to completely kill them is to set them on fire. But yeah, IVs are bad. They eat your face.
100%. Something we didn't talk about before either was give me a second. Struggling. I need ammo. Something we didn't talk about before either, like we didn't touch on at least, was like the puzzles in this game. So all the puzzles have set solutions. There's no real random puzzle in this game.
Thank the Lord.
Praise
our Jesus.
That's like one of my favorite things about running any type of Resident Evil is that all the puzzles are static. As soon as RNG gets put into puzzles, I'm like, nah, can I skip it? Can I shoot it? If I can shoot the puzzle, I'm doing that.
Let me introduce you to RNG 3 Nemesis.
Nah, I'm good on that. Hard pass, but thank you.
You know what? Hold that lady.
Oh, your inventory was too full. Are those?
Yeah,
how many of those knives are backup?
One. I didn't want to get rid of it. Was there 2 zombies up there? There were 2 zombies up there. Oh, so Level talked about the difficulty adjustment earlier. I'm doing safety strats here, and the things that can control it are picking up items, so solving puzzles. So when you pick up an item, your difficulty adjustment goes up. You solve a puzzle, it goes down. But also, and I'm scared because I don't know where they are behind me, but we just gonna roll with this one. We got safety strats. Anyway, so when you get off, thank you. So also when you shoot the bullets, your difficulty goes down as well. They are not in a position that I want them to be. I'll take that. I'll take that too. We out.
Brother, you're alive.
Might be
Ooh, you got me close.
I was gonna say, like, those Odies are not messing with you. Ooh,
yeah, they not messing.
I don't like that. I don't like that. it's bad enough that it's Odie chasing you and it's like all ragged and busted up, but then they actually coming for your neck like, you know what it
Who
is?
left the freezer open?
Silence, be honest with us. You're on record right now. Do you got Garfield lasagna in your back pocket?
No, I wish.
Oh,
Lasagna would be really good right now.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure. I'm trying to establish why Odie was coming at you so hard, and I thought that might have been the case.
This room doesn't like me. Not at all.
It's too late for this, but I think the better play would have been exhausting that hand grenade to take care of those zombies, because it kills them all but one.
Oh,
You
true.
can just shoot them once.
You're right. Honestly, like the positioning of the zombies in that room are so RNG, but you're still right on that one. So that might be a better safety. That is a better safety strat. Plus, I was in the middle of talking with the explanation of the
Okay,
DA.
happens.
But now that we have that, we're gonna walk it out.
As long as we're very, very quiet, we can get past the OD.
So we got slightly good RNG here because wherever that lady zombie is, which I'm hoping she's further down this hall. Oh no, they're both. Hey, what's up? Chill, y'all good? Rock out. This is still bad because of the ivies. They like to lunge too, so. But as I was saying, the DA is affected by shooting your gun, picking up items, and all that stuff. It goes down when you shoot your gun, and it goes up when you pick up items, goes down when you solve a puzzle. Just a little bit, not too much.
I wonder,
Down.
did y'all explain already the reason on why it goes down when you shoot your gun? Considering there's already like limited ammo and stuff in the game, like that's one of the whole things about Resident Evil.
I never understood it, but it doesn't go down by much. Like most of the time, like with the adjustments that go down, sometimes it's chunks. I think because of the puzzles stuff. But with the gun, it only goes down by 10. It's not really making a dent.
Wait, if it went up every time you fired, you would just be making the game harder by defending yourself.
Yeah, I was gonna say like going up wouldn't make any sense either, because that's just asking for the game to be way more difficult for no reason other than you like hate yourself.
But then I guess it balances itself out in some ways, because if it goes up for picking up ammo, then as you exhaust your ammo, it goes back down. Okay. So maybe it's like it punishes you for hoarding.
I was gonna say, but did you see dude actually tried to hit you with that lunge? He tried to hit you with that quick vine tickle. I seen it.
Mm-hmm.
I seen it.
So the biggest piece.
Yeah, he tried to hit me with the vine wiggler. Get out of here.
Trying to hit me with Bulbasaur?
Keep your vine whip to yourself. Thanks. But you were saying.
That's all good. That's the biggest piece with the DA. The major reason why we don't want the DA to go up is because of here. Because if it's anything above 7, everything in the game double lunges. Just like in hardcore. We're fine with double lunging in hardcore because it's just the standard thing there. But here, we don't want it. All right, this puzzle here. Ooh, that's not the puzzle. That's the grenade. Thank you. That's not the solution. You thank you. Game, let me do it. Game, that's not it. Can't stop. Okay, there we go. I wasn't controlling that, y'all. That was something else. I don't know.
It's those speedrunning goblins. It's like those goblins that steal your sock in the dryer. So you always got like one stray sock. And you're like, but I know I threw both in there and you never find the other sock. Same energy, just for speedruns. He wanted to go ahead and get his turn in right quick. That's all.
Okay.
I synced him.
I'm gonna go ahead when I get to the other side. I'm gonna do some inventory management just for this fight. It's about to come up. This is G3. Mr. X modded. Unfortunately, no. We like hitboxes. I like to see hitboxes. But I'll tell you where to come by it, after this run to see some more mods from the awesome modding community.
All right, now back to Ada.
All right, so before I walk through this door, like I said, I'm going to do a little bit of inventory shuffling here. I actually do want you up here, although you're gonna go bye-bye in a second, so that's fine. Those three there, fine. And let's move you here.
I feel like for the remaster, they gave stuff way more eyes than I remember.
No, Birkin just has that many eyes.
I knew that Will Birkin
Oh,
always
that's a
had
wall.
the
Okay.
I was like, that's a wall. I know that Will Birkin always had the shoulder eye, and then the next time you see him, he has a second eye. Does he make it up to? Oh, hold on, we might be in trouble, gang.
We good.
Okay.
No, we're good.
Okay. Yeah, I just don't remember him having the 3 eyes. He needs to
No,
get some eye
Birkin
drops.
has he's plenty of eyes. He even has more,
Should've
more
went the other way.
than the 3.
Thank you.
In the original, I think.
Nice reach.
I'm gonna say he hit you with those back scratches.
Oh, but yeah.
Yeah. So
Off to a bad start, though. I'll tell you.
Completely unrelated to the boss fight. I'll let you figure this one out. Ooh,
Walked into that one.
it looked like he figured it out.
I'm about to say he got this reach on you. What's going on? Big Stretch Armstrong looking dude.
Bro, oh, my heart.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is don't like that. Didn't like that one, boss.
I wish I could
he
tell
didn't.
you guys more about this fight, but I don't run Leon and I don't run 120. So every time I watch him do this fight, I'm just like, so that's how it's done.
I feel like he was extra stretchy.
So there's a manipulation there that we want to try to get done. Like, we want him to swing and slam his right arm with the big eye. That's the main thing we want to do. We throw the grenade first to get a little bit of extra damage in, just like we did in the last fight with him, where we threw it at the barrels, so we can have there will be enough damage with the knives. That's the reason why we have that. So, but we want to get the manipulation to get him to slam all the time. Fortunately, that's not a grenade. Okay.
Man, does anybody else have like siblings or roommates who play video games and just make the strangest noises just so loud and you think something's wrong?
I used to have that was disrespectful. That was super disrespectful. I used to have roommates like that they would make like the weirdest and strangest grunts and stuff. But it would be things that it's like, you think that they're trying to focus, but then you go out there and they're playing like Super Smash Brothers, but on training mode. Or like, what was another one? There was some type of puzzle game that we had that they would do that. And then the best is when that same roommate would get really angry at Taiko Drum Master. And I didn't even know.
I don't even know what that is.
Huh?
I don't know what that is.
It's a Bandai Namco game where
this.
quite literally it comes with a like small drum controller and then 2 like really thick sticks, and it's basically like Guitar Hero and other stuff but with a drum. And they would get really angry when they would miss notes, and so you would just hear like
stuff, please.
you would hear random grunts and stuff. It was a journey.
Why does he keep throwing stuff? I'm gonna grab that for later.
He's on to you. He's like, nah, fam, I don't want you to finish under the time you projected. You gonna hang out with me. We're gonna be friends.
Here we go. The moment of truth. On this part, you want to try and hit both his arms and his back. But if I'm not mistaken, if you get a bad angle, you can also deal too much damage by hitting him in his chest. And if you do too much damage, he'll go into this phase early. But we didn't, and he got it a lot of clean hits in. So that was smooth. It can be bad if he breaks into that phase early because he likes to go and grab things, and you can't finish the fight while he's grabbing things. So you have to wait for him to flex on you, toss something across the room, and then he'll die.
Yeah, I kind of started that off really, really wrong too. So initially what you're supposed to do is throw the grenade to get the little burst of extra damage, move in, hit his leg with the eye, hit the eye on his leg first. Then you can pick and choose which one you want to go after that, honestly. Ideally you would go for the back last, because then once he bends back, you're already back there. You don't have to readjust your position, and then you just continue to slash away. When he goes into phase 2, however, though, you want him to be somewhere around 20% HP, and you want to stop because he starts to tank a couple of the slashes. No matter how high the FPS is, you're not going to out damage it. So you want to stop so you can reserve your knife, because your knife is losing durability during that time, and then wait for him to get up and grab the wall. Once he's done that, you want to quickly reposition yourself. Now, if you feel uncomfortable doing it without a flash, throw a flash, of course, first, and then do it. But if you feel comfortable enough, walk in front of him and in front of his eyes, and he has a little tiny baby arm on his left side that you want to make sure you're hitting both his eyes and that arm to get maximum damage. All right, and then this is the last knife that we will ever pick up. That's the last weapon we'll use. But it's all good. Standard mode in this, you do get continue, so we're blessed with that. Like, you can easily just continue. In hardcore, I think you can't level. Oh.
No, you cannot continue in hardcore. Nope. They say if you didn't save, good luck. Welcome back to the gas station with you.
And also in hardcore, isn't it a case where you have super limited saves, or am I making that up? Because I know old school you had the ribbons, and then
yes,
old school hard one you had limited. Oh, go ahead. I'm cutting you off too.
No, you're fine. I was answering yes.
You're correct. There are increments. Yeah.
Okay. And then I thought that there was something where,
bro,
like,
you are killing me today.
You had like some super limited amount, like you could only save 3 times or something. I might be thinking of a different game.
You might be talking about for like different ranks, most likely, but no, I don't think there's anyone where you can only save 3 times the entire game.
I remember the ink ribbons being nightmare fuel for the person I was helping guide through it.
A little bit of safety here. Those are bullets. I don't need those. We need this though. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this because we don't need this knife and this knife, just so we can pick up this item. And I am going to unequip my gun because I don't like what it does to me. Animation wise.
Okay.
And we're gonna proceed to do this final fight. That guy that's been chasing us that hasn't been dodging my stuff. Shut up.
Sounds like Dead Space. Also sounds like a big boss run in Metal Gear.
Whew. I feel you on that one, brother.
No swiping.
I actually needed him to move.
There's this built under the coat.
There's a rock that falls there. I don't want to be there. Okay.
Oh my god, did he really just like roll his neck? Like, ooh, I'm just getting started, bro.
I backed into that. But we don't want to get too far from him, nor do we want him to swing back around or anything like that. We kind of want to stay in his vision. Okay, we take a few hits. I think we should be okay here. Yeah.
Are flash grenades useful at all during this fight?
During the really, really scary... Oop, I missed one. First time, Mr.
I'm
Rock.
glad you got 4.
If I'd have missed 2, I'd have been a little panic right there. I ain't gonna hold you. But yes, flash grenades are useful if you allow his second phase to actually happen. He does a insta kill move, which you can use that to knock him out of it, and that's time.
As promised, definitely more, I think personally, much more entertaining, engaging run than the previous one, but I think great commentary throughout both, not just thanks to the runner and myself, but to our hosts. You guys have really good synergy with the runners, I must say.
Oh, thanks. I'm really just winging it. Like, I need everyone watching to understand on an intimate level, this is me on a regular day, and I need people to be very bothered by that.
No,
I mean,
why? I love it. I've been watching you recently. I love it. I love it all day.
Knowing that it's you on a regular day, I think it just makes it more genuine and easier to enjoy. It's just like watching, people have a genuine conversation who just happen to get along for whatever period of time. So yeah, GGs.
Yeah, thanks for the GGs, y'all. Appreciate it. Unfortunately, not a PB. My PB in this is a 108. My PB in the other one is a 105 now. So we are hoping for sub 1 hour, but it's still a good time. This is still a really good time for me.